There's a lot more to CSGO than the games that you play. It's surrounded by a thriving community, as well as a busy competitive scene. Hopefully this video will guide you to what you want to know more about. As far as the community goes, Reddit's my favourite. The site in general is the best forum on the internet and has a page dedicated to almost everything. This includes a large, well-moderated and growing page for CSGO, filled with more news, entertaining videos and dank memes than you could ever ask for. Anybody can post links and topics, which will appear in new. If they're popular, they'll be voted up into Rising and eventually onto the hot front page. From here, old articles eventually drop off the bottom and are replaced with new ones, usually within 24 hours. There are other more specific pages for trade and mapping and so on as well. In all honesty, Reddit does a good job of covering everything as and when it's important, but there are other sites should you want to know more specific information. For example, there's a large professional scene for CSGO. If you're new, then you'll probably just want to start with the best teams and work down. A very knowledgeable, if controversial, CSGO analyst known as Thorin regularly lists who he believes to be the top 10 in the world. I'd say that this list is a good place to start. Fnatic have been the best team for a long time. Learn to fear these faces. You might also want to follow a team from your country because, why not? Learn a bit of backstory about them, the rivalries they have with other teams, and you'll find watching their games to be more exciting. Unfortunately for me, the UK doesn't have any good teams. But we've got Thorin, so in a way, we win? And as for news, hltv.org has been around forever and is often the first place for new information. They also have a top teams list, a detailed breakdown of the most important matches, and often provide streams or downloadable demos of the matches should you want to watch them in your own time. There's another similar site known as gosugamers. It's a more recent, up-and-coming site with a very user-friendly layout. I suggest you try out both of these sites. They've helped me in the past and are excellent should you want to find match results between top teams. Personally, I try to avoid skins, but CSGO Lounge is the main site should you wish to trade skins for others. And if you want to sell them for money, check out OP Skins. There are servers in-game for it as well, where you can chat with other traders and inspect their skins in-game in real time. Though you'll need the server's IP to join, which can be found using the custom server browser in-game. Reddit also has a page dedicated to this sort of activity, and you'll find links to some servers to start you off there. There's a Wikipedia-style site for CSGO too, known as Liquipedia. It has almost everything you could want to know about the game, including the teams, players, maps and stats. It even lists Thorin's top team rankings and how they've changed over time. But its most useful feature, in my opinion, is its calendar, where you'll discover just how many different tournaments there are. It's rare for a week to go by without something happening. As usual, it's probably best to start with the biggest and to work down. The largest tournaments of the year are the majors, highlighted on the Liquipedia site in yellow. There are 3 of these a year and they're sponsored by Valve themselves, the makers of CSGO. They usually have the largest prizes and feature the biggest teams. Whoever wins this is pretty much regarded as the best team in the world. Not surprisingly, Fnatic have won most of these. And oh look, there happens to be a major on right now. It starts today and goes on until the 3rd of April, giving you plenty of time to tune in and to watch your favourite teams. The games can be watched live either on streaming sites or in CSGO itself, in the same way as you'd watch normal matches being played, only it will have professional commentators. There's the legendary Anders and Semler, as well as many others who make these tournaments what they are. I'd say that it's better to watch live games on a site like Twitch, since then you get to see the stage, the audience, and lots of shitposting in the chat. It makes you feel part of something beautiful. But remember to link your Steam account to these sites should you want to get drops from watching majors. Thanks to Hatton, Sky Diddy, and Julian for helping me to compile this list. Check out their YouTubes and sites in the description of this video if you found it helpful.